morning. We're in Hong Kong. We're in a very different part of Hong Kong. I should be looking outside more than actually sharing. I have to share with you because I love sharing, guys. Hey, I'm Zora. I'm an expat living in Hong Kong, and I'm going to be leaving Hong Kong in about 2 weeks. Привет, как дела? Саш, все хорошо. So yeah, I do speak Russian. I speak 6 different languages, so feel free to speak to me in English, Russian, French, Spanish, Ukrainian, and Cantonese, although my reading is not so great. I study aging and longevity. I travel the world in search of the fountain of youth, and I love to give you guys tips and hints. And today we're going to talk about dairy, right? Expressive. Well, you know, I don't know. Show the driver. Sure, Reggie. Sure, your wish is my command. Actually, this driver is very different than the others. Normally they have like 4 or 5 different telephones, and they've got a lot of little tchotchkes and good luck charms and everything. This guy's pretty simple. So I got cut off with you guys last time because the driver wasn't sure where to go inside to show him the map. So yeah, look at this, very cloudy day, but I want to talk to you guys about dairy. Where are you? So I live in Hong Kong. So I'm in Hong Kong right now, and I'm meeting a client. I'm a health coach, and I'm going on the other side of town into Kowloon from Hong Kong Island to meet with him. And so this is kind of like a 30-minute ride, but I think we've already passed through maybe 20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes left, and I wanted to share the Kowloon side with you because I'm always sharing Hong Kong Island. But I'll be leaving in 2 weeks, and I'm going to Spain, so we're going to have a very different view. So if you want to come and follow, you're more than welcome to follow. And if you want to just share Hong Kong with your Periscope friends and family, know any Russian restaurant? Da, я знаю. Okay, there is a Russian restaurant called Ivan the Cossack. Actually, it's a bit more Ukrainian, but it's really, really good. Really, really good. So I think that's something to check out. You can have pelmeni, vareniki, and you can have borscht and stuff like that. Maybe shashliki as well. Yeah, that's fine. Ukrainian. Me too. Я також українська. Actually, my mother is Ukrainian, but I used to live in Russia, so I speak Russian. But я розмовляю українською мовою, то також, right? So just need a little bit of practice. But anyways, guys, let's get back to the dairy. And in Russia, I know you have smetana, and I know you have sirniki, and sirniki. I'm not sure if I should talk to you in Ukrainian or Russian. Actually, where are you right now, Alex? In Ukraine or in Russia? And do you speak Ukrainian? So dairy, da. Let's all learn. Let's learn Russian together and Ukrainian. So either one. So you can say, if you eat dairy, write da or tak. Tak, T-A-K, means yes in Ukrainian. Da means yes in Russian. You're in New York. Okay. All right. So you're not in the football, the whole football madness right now in Moscow. Da. So you eat dairy. So the thing with the dairy is, so dairy, what is dairy? Dairy can be milk, cheese, kefir, paneer, smetana, which is sour cream, cottage cheese, tvorog or tvori, which is like farmer's cheese. It can be pork, skyr. Iceland, they would eat something like that, fermented. Ice cream, those are dairy products. And when you think about it, dairy, like the first thing that we eat is milk, right? As a child, right? All mammals drink milk from their mothers, but we're usually weaned off and we stop needing that milk, but the milk is full of nutrients, so that's why people tend to continue with drinking milk, because there's lots of calcium, lots of nutrients. Not that we can't get it from anywhere else. However, there are things like casein or lactose, some different kinds of sugars or proteins that people have issues with digesting. Milk is 97 cents at Aldi. Really? 97, what, American cents? Hong Kong cents? Like, when you talk money, I need to have a reference where we are. Body needs probiotic. Yeah, Alex. And you can get probiotics also from kombucha or from kimchi, from miso, from lots of different things. So yogurt is just one way to get your probiotics, which is really great if you tolerate it. So the question is, there's different types of fats, for example, in different types of dairies. And not that fat is bad or good, it's just that's the way it is. So it's very important, if you are eating dairy, one is to figure out, are you intolerant? My big takeaway is, if you feel bad when you eat milk or yogurt or cheese or something, then you better stop. Body's probably telling you something. However, some people find that they're intolerant to cow milk, but they tolerate goat milk. So if they really love their cheese, then they can handle goat cheese. They really love it, and that's, amazing, and they're happy with that. So the other thing about dairy is, you got to figure out where this animal is being raised. And we're usually talking about dairy, we usually talk about cows. Now, if a cow is grass-fed, in the pasture, is treated humanely, has a nice life, that the fat composition in cheese, for example, or in milk will be very different than it is in an animal that is confined and treated poorly and full of hormones and eats grains and full of inflammation and all that. So yes, the structure of the foods that you eat, and it doesn't only go for, say, butter or cheese or milk, it's like that for all the animals. Like, if you eat animals, there are things that are going on. All milk has hormones, right? Because when a cow is pregnant, it's going to have high estrogen, right? So like a human being. Americans don't know about kefir. Not a lot do, but kefir is really sour. I like it. Not everybody likes it, but it's one of those things to try and see. Sometimes some people who cannot tolerate milk can tolerate kefir, and there's great benefits in terms of probiotics with the kefir. Another thing, actually, with the probiotics, love milk, it's 97 cents a gallon. I heard that. Yeah. Oh, in Alabama, so it's American cents. Americans are mega milk drinkers. I grew up in the States, and I used to drink milk by the glass. That was the way my parents had raised me, and that the society said we should drink milk to get calcium in our bones. But it's kind of been debunked. We don't need calcium from milk for our bones. It's a good source, but there's plenty of other sources as well if you can't tolerate it. So don't worry about it. Or if you don't want to drink milk. Milk in Hong Kong is expensive. It is expensive. I don't even know how much it is because I don't really buy it. I buy the teeny tiny ones, so in case I have guests who have coffee and they want milk or something, then I don't have to open a big bottle and all that. And so I'm not a milk drinker anymore, unless I go out to a restaurant and they happen to use milk in a recipe or something. I can tolerate it, but I figured out that as an American, I had way too much dairy in my life when I did a little experiment, and I started to observe how much cheese and yogurt and milk and sauce and creams and all this stuff. Oh, hey. Okay. Oh wow, I'm at my destination. I just recognized the place where I'm supposed to be, so I gotta run. I'm gonna be in Hong Kong. I'm gonna be here for 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna go down to Marbella in Spain, and we're gonna see a very, very different view. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little taxi ride. We can continue to talk about dairy. I think it's such an interesting topic, and I have to tell you about the science and how it affects your aging and health span as well. Contact you in Hong Kong. Yay! Okay, when are you coming to Hong Kong, Alex? Tell me when. I hope you come before I leave for recommendations what to see and do. Okay, Zora the Explorer. You can always remember Zora the Explorer, but I have a website called Hack My Age. So you can go to hackmyage.com. The greatest thing, I absolutely have so much fun doing. Next year. Okay, so stay in touch, Alex, because we can probably cross paths here. Storyboards on Instagram are so much fun. It's what I do every single day, what I eat every single day, how I move every single day, how I live my life, how I sleep, how I manage stress to extend my health span, right? It's all about aging and longevity. So I'm 29, you're too kind, Mama Jean. But my body age is actually younger than that. So, but that's another topic of discussion. So take care, have a good day, good night, good morning, wherever you guys are. And I'll see you very soon. Bye.